I don't know how long it goes for.
Just end it.
No.
We'll just end the video, edit it.
No, we won't. We have to keep this in.
All right. We're done. Put
We're
the
not
video
done.
down. Put it down. I just heard like some like dum.
Oh, it was the thing letting us know that we're recording.
We're live.
We're live. Now, as the viewers might notice,
Yep.
we have headsets. They're called Tascam headsets.
The can.
The cans. We got to put on the cans.
Put on the cans.
Can. Audible. Woof, woof, woof. So we've decided that we need to have a niche.
And yeah, we need to be more on topic and stay with the program here. Talk about stuff that we really know about.
Yeah, because the niches, no,
Niches.
the it's not niches. That's not how it's the niches are in the riches are in the niches.
I don't think niches is a word.
Yeah, but it's not a word, but that's how the saying goes. Because like it's got to rhyme with riches.
Okay. We'll roll with it.
What the heck do we got going on here?
Whoa.
We have a four-legged figure.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
All right.
Okay,
Let's get back on topic.
This is what we're talking about.
This is what we're talking
This is what we're talking about.
But before we start, you're going to have a mad headset dent in your hair.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be nice.
Yeah. I'm going to look like Nick A30.
Yep.
Right now, Grant's phone is plugged up, charging. I told him we just should have charged it, but now we got to rely.
We got to rely on the charging of the phone. My charging port's also messed up. My battery's not very good, but we're going to make it work.
But he's been on his phone for 4 hours, so it went from 100% to
26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. Our niche, you might be wondering, we talk about a lot of stuff.
What have we picked? Dun, dun, dun.
I almost just said something very bad.
What?
Our niche is... I'm joking.
Okay, bro.
Okay. All right. Our niche is going to be sports.
Sports, yeah.
Because why would we pick sports, Grant? Tell them.
We got elite ball. Well, some of us got elite ball knowledge.
We all have elite ball knowledge.
No, not all.
Yes, we all have. I have elite ball knowledge. I just choose. No, I have elite ball knowledge. It's just I choose. You call me common, but then you're the one agreeing with everybody about everything.
Because there's a lot of things that everyone should agree on. There shouldn't be like a difference in some categories.
But then that makes you common ball knowledge.
Yeah, well, you angered a lot of people with your Kevin Durant take.
Well,
I just want to say that. I saw the TikTok comments. You've angered the world.
Which off, I just want to let's give a round of applause to the TikTokers and all the commenters.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys, whether they be hate or you don't agree with what we say. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yes. And that's why I think that we need to talk about the NFL today.
Yeah, we can sprinkle it. We can talk about the NFL, sprinkle in maybe some NBA, something like that. So
let's just get started.
Let's talk about those lines.
Let's just get started. I mean, there's no. I kind of wanted to ease into it. You know, I didn't want to get rage baited right off the bat.
Right.
But we just got to talk about it. Yesterday, it was Christmas. Oh, Christmas special.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Got to spend the day with your families.
Yes.
Hope you guys got some gifts. And if you want to share in the comments what you got,
yeah,
we'd love to hear.
Yeah. And also, quick question before we actually get into what we want to talk about today. Why does Santa neglect the poor kids?
This is not very niche.
I know, but I know. I just wanted to say, why does Santa neglect the poor kids?
I don't know. I think everyone should be grateful for what they have, whether that be a lot or a little.
Yeah, but
And I think you should be appreciative for those who so-called believe in Santa. Because I used to believe in Santa.
if we have viewers that believe in Santa, we got a
Yeah,
problem.
we got a problem. They're watching us unsupervised, and that's an issue.
But we don't say anything bad. We're just an older.
Yeah,
we're,
but like what we talk about is more our
just-
age group and older.
we're just older. It was
Grant.
Grant's 20th birthday on
Yeah.
December 22nd. Another round of applause.
Yeah.
A lot of round of applause today. This
Nice.
guy is
Yeah, I celebrated my 20th birthday. I'm no longer a teenager.
Show him your shoes. You have them on. Show him your shoes.
I got on some shoes like this. You know, as you get older, you struggle with back pain, and so I got some shoes with some laces like this, so I don't have to reach down and tie my shoes.
Dude, I'm just saying, when we were all opening our gifts, we opened them on Christmas Eve because we had to go to our grandparents' house. And when he was opening his gifts, you were just so unk. And it's just like, it makes me sad. Like, okay, let's have a real moment.
Let's have a real moment.
Let's have a real moment. I know we don't typically have a lot of real moments on here, but let's have a real one. It just makes me sad. And you know, we are getting so old and we will die soon.
I don't know about we, bro. You're still...
I'm still 18, but
18.
it's like, dude, I can remember being like 12. And I can remember it's just a sad day.
I just remember like sporting events and stuff happening in like 2015, 2016 and being like, that's 10 years ago.
Yeah. Like I remember watching the Warriors win one of their first chips.
Yep.
And now I'm just like, wow. I remember a vivid memory that I think about a lot. I forget which, I don't remember if it was NBA Live or if it was a 2K, but it was the one with Russell Wilson and KD. That was
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
And you say you have elite ball.
Dude, I was thinking about the NFL. My fault. Russell Westbrook and KD, when like the first game that you would play, and we played each other, and I beat you with the Thunder.
I doubt that happened.
No, I'm serious. I remember.
You've
this.
never been good at sports
I
games.
remember that. This is when we like actually used to like play like all the time.
No, we still play all the time.
No, but like when we played sports. Well, when I played sports games. Anyways, I was making fun of you a lot, and I was like, dude, I'm only making fun of him because like we're both getting older.
Yeah, bro. Are you scared to grow up?
Yes,
Well.
dude, I'm scared of death. I'm so scared of death. It's not even funny.
All right, bro. We got
We got to
so
talk
in a
exactly.
rabbit hole, bro.
But this is like we got to talk about this. Like,
No, we don't.
yes, we do.
No, we don't.
See, you can't die. You can't kill good conversation like this. That was flowing.
This
we were
is
flowing.
not good conversation.
Yes, it is. They want to hear about what our thoughts are.
But we also said in the beginning we're gonna have a niche. We're gonna speak about this topic really, and mainly this topic. Like we've already spent 10 minutes not talking about any topics.
I know, but anyways, I want to wrap this up though.
Okay,
I wanna
wrap it
this
up.
We will die soon. We've lived a quarter of our lives.
Uh,
You have lived a
if-
quarter of your life.
If I lived to 80, yes, I've lived a quarter of my life.
You've lived a quarter of your life. And soon, hopefully not soon, but you know, quicker than what we think, we will be laying on our deathbed.
Yeah, life's moving fast.
And Judgment Day will come.
Yep.
And then we would have to decide if we have lived a good life.
Yep.
All right, anyways.
So back to what we were talking about.
The Lions.
It was a good Merry Christmas until about 4:30 rolled around, and Owen Akers sitting at our grandparents' house in his Jared Goff black Lions jersey that he got for Christmas. And just tell him about your experience, Owen. Tell him how that game made you feel.
The start of the game was good. I mean, I didn't expect to, based on how the Lions have been playing, you know, everything's been going on with injuries.
Right.
I didn't expect us to go out there and just absolutely kill the Vikings. I knew it was going to be a close game.
Right.
Because the Vikings also knew that we were competing for a playoff spot.
Yep.
They're ahead of us in the division. No, wait, no, they're not. Sorry.
No.
Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways. But they knew that we were going to come in there and we needed to win that game. So they were playing spoiler, you know.
Yeah, and they also
Bad Santa. They were playing Bad Santa.
Well, they also knew that you guys had a weaker offensive line
Yeah.
due to injuries and stuff throughout the year, and they took advantage of that, which is props to them for a good scouting, knowing what to do. And
I don't think it's that hard to really see
Well,
that
I mean-
the Lions offensive, the Lions fourth string center is not that as good.
well,
That's
I'm
the
just
starters.
saying it was a good job on their part for sending pressure and keeping pressure on the entire game and never really laying down and dropping back into coverage and giving Jared Goff time to make decisions.
Yeah. And then as I watched this game, there was mistakes like I don't know how to say it, mishandling of the snap, I guess, on a play.
Yep.
That's going to happen when you have a fourth string center in that was literally pulled up from the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff has obviously never taken snaps with him before. Like, let's just be for real.
Yeah, probably before this week. He probably
Yeah, he has never. He has
maybe a couple in like spring.
Yeah,
The
'Cause
spring to see if this guy was legit.
He can't, that the center who played yesterday played in like the third quarter of the last game.
Yeah, so he's taken minimal snaps from him.
Very minimal.
It's very different from whenever you have your number one guy in there and they've snapped to each other all year long. They know how the QB likes it and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
the nerves aren't there.
Yeah, and also Tony Romo. I hate Tony Romo as a broadcaster. I just can't stand him. He draws on the screen too much. But he said that the center and quarterback exchange is a lot more important than what people think, because it affects how you throw the ball. And people are like, and recently Jared Goff has been struggling to throw a spiral. It's because he's not getting laces half the time.
Yeah.
And I throw without the laces.
Yeah.
So that would be fine with me. But
Well, and also if he has to take the time to flip the ball around, catches the snap like this, has to flip it around.
yeah.
That's a whole nother second that you have.
And with the O-line being as damaged and as bad as it is, he doesn't have that extra second. He barely has 1 second. He barely has 2 seconds.
Right.
So,
and it also takes away from the run game as well with the line being down,
yes.
which is, I think, one of your guys' most effective traits.
Yeah, our run game. When Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator, because Sonic and Knuckles was a thing. But now,
I think it's still a thing.
no. David Montgomery isn't getting any reps. It's actually terrible.
Well, that's why he's out of there and retiring.
He better not. I'll actually be so mad.
Why? You have a great premier young back in the league that
He's not. But the thing is he's not like David Montgomery.
You're
David-
right. He's better.
No, David Montgomery doesn't fumble. David Montgomery isn't afraid to get hit. Now, is David Montgomery the biggest? No. Is he the fastest? No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Would you rather have a guy that's not going to fumble and he's going to get you like 3 yards? Or do you want a guy that's going to do too much at times, lose a couple yards, but also be capable of making big electric plays for your offense, getting you out of a jam a lot? Because
That's where
Gibbs can also run the ball, but he can also catch it out the backfield and make something happen.
that's where I like.
I haven't seen much of that from Montgomery this year.
That's because he hasn't been getting reps.
I see him get in, but he's just not a threat that he doesn't.
Okay, let me say this. He's not a threat at the 50-yard line. I'll agree. He's not a threat at the 50-yard line.
No, and
but
so-
in that red zone, he's a threat. He's a complete. Yesterday, he fought for that first 4th and 1. He got the first down.
Yeah.
And that was a good play. I don't think Gibbs does that. I don't think he does. And that's just the truth. Maybe he bounces it to the outside, but at initial contact, I don't think he gets that first down.
No,
like
but I don't
Montgomery
think they
does.
also call that play for Gibbs. They don't say, Gibbs, you're going to be running an inside zone into the teeth of the defense.
But we
that
should be able to do that with
9,
Gibbs.
10 guys in the box.
If we-
shouldn't.
if
Gibbs
we
is
have-
a speedster, athletic guy, you want to get that guy east-west, get him outside, because if he gets outside, hash number sideline,
Yeah.
if he gets there, he'll be difficult to bring down the open field.
I just like David Montgomery. He's just my guy. I can't
Right,
I
but-
can't say. And then also,
You got to look at the facts sometimes.
I know and he's not as good as Gibbs. I'll say that. He's not as good as Gibbs, but I think David Montgomery is a better. I don't want to say a better player, but he is. I think he's a better player. Now, talent wise, no. Like size wise, strength wise, no. But he is just a better player, and And then people get to talking, all these Lions fans. I spun a wheel to be a Lions fan. We all know this. Most of my friends know this.
Right.
I was a Lions fan when they were, the first year I became a Lions fan, they were 1-16. All right. And then after that, they've been good. So I haven't really gotten to see the true Detroit Lions, you know, being the Detroit Lions.
Right. And you still don't, because
Yeah, I still don't, because
it was
but
at
then
points
people,
where the Detroit Lions wouldn't win a game until week 12, week 13.
Yeah.
They weren't winning games. They were just going to lose. And so I think you're blessed as a newlywed
newlywed.
Lions fan
Yeah.
that you haven't really had to witness that struggle.
Yeah. And
Like
then,
for the majority of your time being a fan of the team, they've been in the playoffs and they've been good.
yes, except for this year. We missed the playoffs. It's just
Right.
what it is. But then I see all these fans, and it's like, and they're blaming Jared Goff. And Jared Goff's my favorite player. He's the reason I like the Lions so much. I think he's a good guy. One, he's a good guy. Two, he's a leader. He is a leader. Three, no matter how the game is, he always seems to have a positive attitude, and he's always just able to get back up.
I don't know.
Yesterday
I saw a lot of head down on the sideline.
I mean, of course you're gonna have your
lack of confidence.
Of course you're gonna have your head down when you just threw 2 interceptions and then got absolutely smoked by 2 edge rushers and fumbled it. I mean, of course you're gonna have your head down there. But other than that, see, people are blaming Jared Goff because they say when the pressure gets to him, I mean, he doesn't do good. And I disagree with that, because I think of that NFC Championship, Lions versus the 49ers. That was a high-pressure game. Highest pressure game the Lions have ever been in, ever, other than that first playoff game. The final score was 31-34, and Jared Goff had one of the best QB outings until like that third quarter when he had, a few mistakes. But then also, we would have won that game probably if we just would have kicked a field goal. We went for it on 4th and I don't remember what it was. It was 4th and something. But we went for it, and we would have won that game if we just kicked a field goal. Dan Campbell's nuts were too big. And I love Dan Campbell.
Well, that's the type of guy that they wanted in.
And then people are saying, let's fire Dan Campbell. Why would we fire Dan Campbell? Are we for real? The Steelers have kept Mike Tomlin, the most average, mediocre head coach of all time, that gets praised for being mediocre.
Well, mediocre gets them in the playoffs, and that's what teams love.
But guess
Fan
what?
bases love being one of those teams that are in the playoffs.
I would rather have a coach that makes us a 1 seed. Even if, and then, I mean, I guess we lost in the first round. That bye week hurt us. And then also injuries hurt us too. And have a coach that takes us to the NFC Championship, won our first playoff game ever, and then we missed the playoffs this year. I'd rather have that than just be in the playoffs every year and lose in the first round.
Right.
I'd rather have that.
I think they give Campbell a few more years before they consider considerations of firing him. But I think the Lions fans are worried about going back to the way that they used to be.
Yeah, and that's the
They had
problem.
the little one run wonder, so to speak, and making it to the playoffs, making it as far as they did, and now they're like, we're going back downhill again. And then there's the concerns of having to pay everyone in a couple of years, because a lot of the guys on your team that are your stars and studs are on rookie deals still. And so I think everyone's starting to feel the pressure, like, okay, we're not winning right now when we really need to be winning, because in a few years we're going to spend a lot of money and a lot of guys are going to leave because they're not going to get as much.
I will say this, I don't want to say we missed our Super Bowl chance. I don't want to say that.
I don't think the window's closed yet, but it's getting real. It's getting real slim.
I don't think the window ever closes for a team. I don't think the window ever closes.
I think it closes.
I think the Chiefs come back next year and they are Super Bowl contenders again. That's just how I think it is. But the Lions, I get that people are worried about being terrible again. I get that they're worried about, not winning games anymore. But I mean, you got to think about it. What are we, 8-8 now? Like, is that the worst thing of all time? No, it's not the worst.
You want to know what that is?
Mediocre.
Mediocrity.
But we still got one more game.
You got one more game.
We got one more
There's
game.
no point in playing that game and winning it.
But still,
what you're going to do is just hurt your draft pick's going to fall.
But back to what I was saying. I think that people are worried, right? And then they want to fire Dan Campbell. They want to get rid of Jared Goff. They want to blame Jared Goff. Like, let's really look. And if you actually genuinely, like, I watched almost every game this year. I think I missed 2 games that I didn't watch. Jared Goff is not the issue. And that's just the truth. He's not the issue. He's a good quarterback. People are like, oh, he isn't mobile. He can't run. This new generation of football has gotten so spoiled by quarterbacks running. Lamar Jackson, I can't even really think. Caleb Williams.
Josh Allen. Even Patrick Mahomes gets moving sometimes.
Exactly. But besides from Patrick Mahomes, these mobile quarterbacks don't automatically make a team win it. If we're going off mobile quarterbacks and wanting to have a quarterback that can run, the Ravens should have won the Super Bowl 80 million times. Not figure. Not like
you got to
figures.
look like who they would face.
But that doesn't matter to anybody else. And people act like the Lions didn't have a tough schedule. This was a tough schedule this year. It just was. This isn't no Patriots schedule where, they're facing the Titans, the Browns, the Saints, the Raiders. They're not.
I had seen a stat the other day that the Ravens only have 2 wins against teams above 500.
So do the Patriots.
Or not the Ravens, sorry, the Patriots.
Yeah.
And so do the Giants. The Giants are 2-13 right now.
And the Patriots are
and what are they? 12-3?
Yeah, and they only have 2 wins.
They both only have two wins above 500 teams. So that's an interesting stat to look at.
But then you think of Jared Goff and you're like, yeah, he's not mobile. But then guess who else wasn't mobile? Tom Brady wasn't mobile. Matt Ryan wasn't mobile. Drew Brees wasn't mobile. None of these guys were mobiles, and they're the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Not Matt Ryan, but
Matt Ryan had a freak show to throw it to.
Exactly.
I probably could have went out there and did the same thing Matt Ryan did. I would have thrown the ball to Julio Jones 35 times a game and might have won, might not have.
And if we Google or whatever, I should have Googled it before, but I mean, Jared Goff has like 4,300 yards this season alone. Right. Before the game yesterday, he had 32 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He was literally he was up there with Matt Stafford. Now, people don't glorify him because, he's not as flashy as all these other quarterbacks, but Jared Goff should have been in the MVP race for the past 3 years. And that's just how it is. Now, I know he's my favorite player, so I'm going to glaze him a little bit, but that's just the truth. I'm speaking the truth.
I mean, he probably was, but he wasn't. I don't think he would have been anywhere near the top 5.
Yeah, because, and that's the one thing people say is because he's not mobile.
Right, and it's because the MVP award to me doesn't make sense because it's the most valuable player on a team.
And Jared Goff is the most valuable player on the Lions.
Well,
100%.
I also think about that, but then I take a quick peek at the Ravens over there. And without Lamar Jackson, we are awful. Without a healthy Lamar Jackson, we don't win games. And if we do, it's against some bad teams. And even those games are still close. Like, that's the MVP to me is a guy that if you pluck him away from his team, does his team still win games?
Do you think?
And for me, that's a no.
Do you think that?
But that's why also I wasn't upset last year. I think Lamar should have won the MVP last year due to the season that he had. But I believe Josh Allen
was also an MVP.
He was.
You take him away from the Bills,
a lot worse than we would have been.
Yeah,
because he carried that Bills team as far as they went.
You take him away from the Bills.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know if they win a game. I don't even know if they win a game.
They'll win a game. They'll beat like the Dolphins or somebody.
But back to what I was saying. All this complaining about Jared Goff and everything. Can we be for real? The dude does not, we do not have a line. We do not have a line. Our defense was on the field majority of that game against the Vikings. And then
Vikings had 70 total yards.
Yeah.
Before that big jet sweep touchdown by Jordan Addison.
Yeah. And then people are like, well, Goff threw 2 interceptions. One, I mean, you're going to throw an interception when you're throwing it every play because your running backs have 14 yards combined, basically.
Right.
you're gonna have an interception. When you are throwing Jared Goff throws at average almost 30 times a game. Average. And that's crazy.
I don't think so. Not in today's NFL. I think
no, with the backs he has. I
think running backs are going out the window.
Yeah, they're more wide receivers now.
They're more like guys aren't gonna like if Derrick Henry was in the draft. I know Derrick Henry was a freak at Alabama and things, but I don't think he would have been as high of a pick if he was drafted today. Because teams wouldn't know how to use him. Like you rarely see teams other than the Ravens.
The Ravens don't even know how to use him.
No, because we want to have a split backfield because our two running backs and our coaches all get together and say, "Yeah, let's all just take turns running the football. Let's not put our best guy out there. Let's just run the ball with this guy, who don't get me wrong, he's great. He's a good back to have. He's a good solid back. Mitchell, I can't remember his first name.
Oh.
I think so. See, I'm like a casual. I don't even know who he is really, but he's a good back, but he's not a game changing back. He's just going to get you like 2-3 yards. He might break one, but a guy like Derrick Henry. That's why he's dominated for so long, and now he's kind of like, because he wants to run people over and do all this stuff, which is hurting the Ravens. I think if he would just kind of learn how to avoid a little contact, we keep the football, we score more touchdowns. Other than that, I'm just footballed out this year.
That's why I would have liked to. I wanted to get Liam here because then we would have had 3 guys whose teams aren't in the playoffs. So then we could.
My team is still fighting for a chance. We beat the Packers and then we beat the Steelers. Got to pray the Browns beat the Steelers, which I'll tune into that game because I could see Shador helping us out.
I saw something today and it was crazy, like crazy. So, as you know, yesterday when the Lions were playing, they went for a 4th and 1 and they called a false start.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy false start, by the way.
I think I saw it was a TikTok that you're referring to.
Yes, the NFL player behind Dan Campbell, or NFL, he's affiliated with the NFL. He goes like this. Dan Campbell's calling the play. In the background, you see him go like this, signaling for a false start. The play happens. What happens? False start.
I think what they saw was the center. Now I'm not no rules official or expert, but I think the center had moved too quick. Like you can't. I think it's a thing where you cannot move as fast as he did up and down, because that signals like, okay, I'm up.
And what's up with the defensive holding recently? I've never seen as much defensive holding called ever before. And then the offensive pass interferences that have been called in all games, every game.
Usually defensive holdings come if you can't get to the quarterback within 3 to 4 seconds. There's most likely a hold somewhere because guys are just doing scramble drill and running around and doing all this stuff. And if a NFL referee sees a slight tug of a jersey in a situation like that, he's going to throw the flag.
The NFL referees are, I honestly, I think the NFL is so rigged now. After this year, I think the NFL is so rigged because of all the stuff I've seen. And then there was one other thing I saw on TikTok where it was like this former Lions player, he just got there, he just got traded to the Lions. And they were like, listen, like the whole staff of everybody on the Detroit Lions, when he got there, they were like, listen, if it's a close game, they're going to give it to the other team. That's just how it is. And then he like doesn't believe. He's like, I've been in the NFL long enough, I know. And then he got to Detroit and he was like, holy crap, this is true, because the refs literally, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know what it is, but the refs in the NFL hate Detroit. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
They've never done anything.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of like footballed out. I mean, I always get excited for it, mainly for college football. I'm not the biggest NFL guy.
I'm a bigger NFL guy than college football.
I'd rather watch college football in the same way with college basketball in the NBA as well. I'd rather watch college basketball over the NBA, although I'm slowly getting more into the NBA as we see teams kind of forming rivalries and forming player battles against each other, like the Thunder and the Spurs, for example. I think whenever those two teams get on the court, they realize, okay, this could be a Western Conference Finals matchup, and we want to get the upper hand now going into that, because both teams are going to make it to the playoffs. Both teams are going to go deep. I think the only other team that can really truly hang with them. And
Is the Golden State
no,
Warriors.
No, I don't even think the Warriors can unless we make a big time move. But I think the only other team, just based off experience and being in that situation and knowing how to play in those high pressured, loud arenas, is the Denver Nuggets because they've been there.
Yeah. Another thing I'm just on the refs now. I hate refs. I hate officials. I hate when something like this is my last thing on the Lions. When something like that in the Lions Steelers games, the officials cannot just let them play. Let them play. You don't need to be in control of the game. And that's what they were doing. They wanted to be in control of the game. They wanted the Steelers to win because guess what happens if the Steelers don't win? Mike Tomlin probably doesn't get his winning record. And God forbid Mike Tomlin doesn't be mediocre. And I hate Steelers fans. I hate them. Except for Jackson.
And a few others. I know a couple Steelers fans.
I know a couple. I know a couple.
I don't feel a certain type of way. I don't really get too into it because I'm like, realistically, if we make it in the playoffs, we're not going to win in that first round. And if we do, it's going to be by a miracle. And then in the second round, we're going to play someone even more difficult. And I feel the same way about the Steelers. You make it in, that's great, that's cool and all. You get to watch your team another week.
They lose
again.
You might as well not even put the Steelers in ever.
Yeah, because I mean the AFC is stacked this year. Like there's 6 teams fighting for a one spot.
There's no
Also, one thing, the Christmas games yesterday were awful. I don't know who decided to match up these games and put them on Christmas Day. I feel like we could have had a lot better games.
The Cowboys and Commanders, are we for
that
real?
That game was awful, even though I guess that is a rivalry to an extent. The game was awful.
I think if the Lions and Vikings game is played on another day, Lions blow them out. I think that's just how it is. I think Goff had a bad day. That's just I like Goff. He had a bad day. Gibbs had a bad day. The line had a bad day. Our defense had a great day. I mean, our defense played amazing.
I mean, I'd hope you were playing Max Brosmer.
I know, but still. And people are like, we lost to Max Brosmer. No, we didn't. We didn't lose to him. We lost to Addison.
Jordan Addison.
Jordan Addison, yeah.
Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. And it's like I said in the car last night, Amon-Ra St. Brown's a great receiver.
He's got to catch that.
Yeah, well, he's a great receiver. You pay him high dollar. But last night showed Justin Jefferson there's a reason that he gets paid the highest amount of dollars because
he caught that ball when he needed to catch that ball.
If he gets targeted, he's going to 75% of the time he's coming down with the football.
Goff hits Amon-Ra on a great. I mean, it's a good throw.
And it's just
a good throw. He's rolling out of the pocket.
It's a confidence issue.
And Amon-Ra drops it.
You drop one pass, your confidence is like, man, I just dropped that ball. And then that makes you start to think as the ball is coming your way, you're like,
got to catch it.
I got to catch this, got to catch this. And then, whoop, there it goes.
And that's the same thing with Jared Goff's second interception. Amon-Ra only sticks one hand out instead of two hands out, and it gets intercepted. And then they blame Goff. So it's just
there's just a lot of different things.
It was a big mess.
Goes into everything.
We need a new offensive coordinator because Dan Campbell hasn't been able to be Dan Campbell. He hasn't been there for the first time defensive coordinator coach to help him out, to be that guy, to be like, hey, listen, we got to do this to hype the team up, to get everybody's confidence back.
Right.
Like he can't go talk to Jared Goff anymore because he's too busy doing all this other stuff. Like he can't calm Jared down. So it's just like Jared sitting on the sideline,
Yeah, I think it's just I think the NFL is a mess.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm gonna really watch any more games other than that.
Everybody's giving up.
I'm over it. I don't think the college football playoff is gonna be any good. Now, I don't think the matchups are what I'd hoped they would have been.
I'm footballed out. I really am.
So I've kind of moved over to basketball. And how are we looking on time?
We're 33 minutes in.
Okay, we got a couple minutes left. I was worried there. I was gonna give kind of like my closing statement, kind of something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, let's hear it.
WVU basketball is something that's been on my mind recently. I'm quite disappointed in the hype.
I can't even talk about them.
The hype that was around our team and the hype that was brought in. We're bringing in Ross Hodge, great guy, had took his team to the NIT championship, I think, or somewhere deep into the NIT, which stands for not in tournament, but it was North Texas. So, but I think, I just think we're not the team that we should be.
We will never.
We have the athletes, but we have guys that take a lot of bad shots, I would say. Bad shots, and we're not flowing offensively to the point where we can score early in the shot clock. Like if you watch the games, we're taking 20, 22 seconds, and then we're just hucking up a prayer and praying it goes in. And then we cannot play defense either. Like, I hope we turn a page going into the new year, into 2026, before we start Big 12 conference play. Because if we do not, it's going to be a slaughter fest. Because we have quite a gauntlet Big 12 schedule. And right now we don't have a win over a Power 4 team.
I just want to be honest. I just got depressed again talking about the Lions.
We're done.
I know, but I'm so depressed.
The fans are done hearing about the Lions.
I'm so depressed.
Like, you went too niche.
We're coming back better than ever.
You went way too niche, bro. This is just a Jared Goff.
I love Jared
fan club at this point.
I think I need to burn the jersey though.
No, you're not burning the jersey. The jersey doesn't matter. That's just a superstition and something that thinks your team's going to be better than what it is.
There's only two things that would make me cry during dealing with sports.
We're not doing this,
dude.
bro.
We have to do this. Number one, Steph Curry retiring. I'm gonna cry. And number two, either if Detroit gives up on Jared Goff,
I'd give up on him.
Why? I think he's more reliable than Lamar.
Yeah, but he may be more reliable.
He's always a 72% completion rate. Always.
Yeah, but look what he's throwing. He's throwing checkdowns. You don't want a guy.
No, he is not.
Okay, I'd rather have Lamar because Lamar is a game changer. Like, going back to what I said. Yeah, Jared Goff is a game changer for the wrong reason.
No, he's not. Okay, look, he had a bad game. It's just how it is. You're going to have a bad game. Especially when the ball is in your hands that much, you're going to have a bad game.
Yeah, well, Lamar can do things that Jared Goff can't, and he can will his team.
I just want to say something. I know I don't have, whenever Jared throws the ball, I'm never thinking interception. But when I watch Lamar, I'm like, what the heck is this guy going to do?
But guess what? It's touchdown or bust. That's what I like. I'd rather win a game by 30 points or lose a game by 30 points.
Than lose by one.
Yeah, I hate the heartbreaking losses. I hate losing by a field goal,
I've dealt with the
2 points,
losses.
a touchdown. I hate losing by that number. I'd rather get blown out of the water than be in a tight game like that and let it come down to the last couple plays of the game, the most crucial play calling, hoping that calls go your way if they're called, and things like that. Like, I feel like if you're leading a game-winning drive or a game-tying drive, you're just praying for a miracle.
Yeah, but I trust. Like, when we go fast, like when we're behind, we got to go fast. Like, no doubt in my mind, I trust Jared Goff. And I trust that offense going fast. I think they need to go fast more. I think that kind of hurts us. But now I'm done talking about them. Yeah. I'm depressed.
We're done talking about the Lions. We're not talking about the Lions again until next
I'm
year.
genuinely depressed. No, we got to talk about them next. We got to talk about their games next week.
We only talked about the Lions games.
No, we didn't talk about, because I didn't watch any other games because I was so depressed.
I watched a little bit of the Cowboys Commanders game.
Yeah, that was just, we don't need to
talk about what was it, like 24-3 or something?
The Cowboys almost sold.
Yeah, you almost lose I don't even know what the guy, Johnson, I don't even know his first name. That's how far he is on the depth chart.
I don't even know.
They have I think that was embarrassing.
Dak Prescott.
To play a game
I'm a hater of Dak Prescott.
I don't hate Dak, but I don't think he's anything special.
Yeah.
Like, any guy can pile up numbers. You can pile up numbers, but you're not winning games, so what do those numbers even matter?
I agree, but I know that's a stab at Jared Goff. Was that a stab at Jared Goff?
No.
Did you just take a stab?
I'm done talking about Jared Goff, dude.
Okay.
I've never heard so much Jared Goff glaze in my life.
Dude, that's my favorite player. He's just my favorite player.
That could be your favorite player, bro, but
I'm glazing.
The glaze.
I got to get the balls, too.
Wembanyama is going to be the greatest player of all time.
Oh, my gosh. No, he's not.
Why do you not think so?
I don't even know. I don't even watch him. I don't even
Well,
watch
you need to
them.
start tuning into the games, and everyone out here needs to tune into some Spurs games.
I just can't. I can't
watch. The Spurs are a monster right now.
SGA is a joke. He's a joke.
I don't think he's a joke.
He's gross. The way he plays, the game is gross. It's not fun.
I think he gets a lot of hate, and I think people forget that Mr. James Harden himself a couple years ago did the exact same thing.
But people were hating on him too.
No, not this bad.
Because we're tired of seeing. It's because everything's getting softer. That's just the truth. Everything's getting softer. Defense getting softer. People aren't really trying for rebounds anymore. Like,
right. Well,
it's all offense. When I go to a basketball game, I want to see some defense.
I had seen something recently about Austin Reeves. He scored like 50 points or something.
Like Austin Reeves is scoring 50. That's
Austin Reeves scored 50 points on 23 free throw attempts. He went 22 for 23 from the line, and there was not a single post saying, "Bro shot 23 free throws. He's free throw merchant."
Like, who are these refs? That's what I want. Who are we? Who is the NBA hiring? Like, they're terrible. And then we get these. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, but
never mind.
I do agree with you. I think it's become less of a defensive game, but I think that's also like, even though you like defense, and I sometimes like to watch teams like hold teams under 120 points and win the game.
Like, the average is literally like 120.
Yeah, like the over-unders and stuff is like 210 points.
People are like,
that's insane to me.
People will look at it like the final score of a game and be like, 80-90. What the heck? That's a terrible game.
Yeah, people like looked at that like it would be.
You think that's halftime?
It would be shocking.
You think that's
now,
halftime?
Well, I do think basketball is the greatest sport of all time because any teams can win the game. I mean, the Cavs were up 15, 20 points with a few minutes left to go, and they lose the basketball game because basketball is a game of runs.
Basketball's a game of
runs. And
runs.
it's one of the most exciting games that you can watch. Like, I like watching football. I enjoy football.
The commercials in football have gotten crazy.
But
there's a commercial every
football is
5 seconds.
So boring. It takes 35 seconds to run a play.
When it's not your team. It's boring.
I still think even if it is my team, it's boring.
And maybe you're just not maybe you're not a fan of the Ravens.
I am a fan of the Ravens. I love watching the Ravens.
Are you really a fan of the
boring.
Ravens?
I have a Justin Tucker jersey.
But like, the truth is, like, are you a fan of the Ravens? Because I feel as though I've only been a fan of my team for like 5 years, and I love them. Like, I want to watch them every like second.
Right.
Like, I don't miss a play. I feel like that's how everybody should be with their team.
I think it's to an extent. Like I said, I don't love football as much as I love watching basketball. But I still like watching the Ravens. I still like watching certain players in the NFL. Like, I'll tune into a Browns game because I'm a big Shedeur Sanders guy.
Shedeur Sanders.
I love the attention that he grabs. I love the moxie about him.
Nobody wants those types of players anymore.
Yeah, nobody wants those guys.
So
They want
drama.
They want guys that are going to sit back in the back of the team meeting and sit there, and they're going to go out there and they're going to
ball out.
No, they're not going to ball out. They're going to do. They're just going to do the average things. They're going to do the average things that they're told to do. They're not going to do anything special. They're not going to do anything great, but they're also not going to do as much bad. And I feel like that's where it is. Teams don't want to take the risk anymore. High risk, high reward. You get guys like Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is going to go out there and throw 3 picks, or he's going to throw 3 touchdowns and do this the entire game.
It's literally.
And for a team like the Browns that are not good, they're still gaining like attention and views. And the franchise actually seems to enjoy watching their games just because of him. Like, that's the type of thing that, like, players like that, guys that have the moxie, guys that have the slight attitude about them, that they're like, I'm good, I can do this. No one's better than me. Bring attention, bring fans, bring games. Even if your team, like the Bills and the Browns, I didn't think anyone would watch that game, but they do because Shedeur Sanders is playing. Like, he brings the energy to his team.
And then Dylan Gabriel comes in and they boom.
Yeah, Shedeur Sanders cuts the tip of his pinky off, walks out. The fans don't know that. Fans don't know that he's hurt. Dylan Gabriel walks on the field. The whole place erupts in boos.
Oh, my God.
It's like, the Browns are awful, but they want Shedeur out there because he's got the energy. And I think that's what, like, I think that's why Timberwolves fans tune into games to watch Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Like he's that same. He's a Shador type of guy. He's got the energy about him.
Nobody watches the Nuggets games because
because nobody.
Jokic is so
Jokic is a great player. He's gonna go down probably in like the top 10 of all time.
We have to do a parade.
We have to do a parade. I want to ride my horse.
I have to stay for a parade. I want to ride my horse.
I want to ride my horse. But like that's what I'm saying. Like, unless you're a Nuggets fan or it's a big game, ain't nobody watching the Nuggets game.
Yeah, especially because their names are the Nuggets.
Yeah, like no one's watching teams like that. But if a franchise brings in a guy that's like, because that's what most stars like. Anthony Edwards is so good because he thinks that he is the best player in the NBA. And the Timberwolves have given him the green light
To be crazy.
To go out
like
there.
Like Kevin Garnett.
We pay you a bunch of money. Go out there and do whatever you want because you're going to win us a game. And that's just how it is.
And that's what you need sometimes.
That's what you need. You need to bring guys like that onto your team.
We need to wrap it up so that way I don't have to edit for the rest of my life.
Right. And we pray that the videos are working.
Yes. But before we leave, we just want to say Merry Christmas.
Well, no, I'm not playing that.
No, play that one. Play that one.
I don't know where the button is.
Oh, it's right there. It's where the...
No, that's fine.
Okay, sorry.
We'll play the Christmas
We want to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I hope you all have an awesome, great rest of your week. And also, help us out in 2026 by subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing all of our videos, following us on TikTok and Instagram, where we post clips of all the videos for you to enjoy in just a short, quick couple of seconds.
Our New Year's resolution is to put out a new video once a week.
For
2026.
And you must hold us accountable to that.
Hold us accountable. You don't see a video go up in a week. It's a week and a day. Start commenting, being mad. Unsubscribe.
Yeah. No, don't
unsubscribe.
We want to hit 1 million followers.
1 million subscribers.
Can we hit 1 million subscribers by the end of 2025? Have a great rest of your week, and we hope to see you in the next episode. Subscribe. Goodbye.
We'll see you next year.
Yep, we'll see you next year. We're gonna play this little Snoopy Doopy dog, and then cut to a clip of smashing the gingerbread houses outside. DG. Okay, give me now.
Oh.
That was so awesome. Are you ready?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know how long it goes for.
Just end it.
No.
We'll just end the video, edit it.
No, we won't. We have to keep this in.
All right. We're done.
We're not done.
Put it down.
All right, now we're done. Goodbye.
Peace.